friends. If I look all nice and comfy, it's because I am nice and comfy. I'm just going to give a small little update on Mewtwo and what's happening with Mewtwo right now. I am still working on it. I know I haven't posted about it in a while. It's not going nearly as fast as the Daedric armor build did. That is because just a lot of things have been happening and I took a break from it for a very long time to work on other things. Well, now I'm taking on more projects, but I'm also working mostly on Mewtwo, so I'll show you the things that I have done. This is the helm so far. I know, this is glorious, right? This is the fourth rendition, or third or fourth rendition of this helmet. I went through a lot making it. Hello. Obviously, it's like nowhere near completion. This is the visor. It has markings on it because this is where it's gonna sit and stuff. It'll make more sense once I actually put it in, but this is clear Warbler and I'm going to slap that in there. I'm gonna have a whole separate video on this once I am finished with it. So I also just got 3 rolls of foam. 3 whole giant rolls of foam. I got them from Coscom Cosplay Supplies. And they were also really sweet enough to send me a thing of cosplay foam clay. I've worked with this stuff before. I really like it. I'm definitely going to use it for this build. I ordered 3 rolls of foam, 3 rolls of 4mm foam, and I also ordered 1 big roll of 6mm Plastazote. Plastazote is like a really cool, different from EVA foam, but it's kind of the same. You can work with it kind of the same way. But also you can stick LEDs underneath of it and it allows light to pass through. This whole thing is going to be the tail. I have to get the LEDs for it though. I will insert a picture of the LEDs that I'm using. Little round neon flexible LED strips. I was going for a 1 long thing of LED, kind of like L-wire, but this is a lot brighter. And it will cost me about $100 because there's quite a lot of LEDs. And that's just the tail. That's just the LEDs in the tail. I have an LED strip, perfect length for the helm. I'll actually go get it so I can show you. What are you doing? What are you doing, babe? What are you doing? So I think this was like touching a dead spider. So I'm basically touching a dead spider right now. But this LED strip was taken off of, ooh, that may not be perfect. Well, hecarino and cheese, it'll be fine though. This LED strip was taken off of my dragon costume that I wore to the Colorado Run Fair. And as you can see, there are a ton of LED strips, and this wasn't the whole thing. We ended up cutting it. The whole thing was 1 meter long. I think this had about 144 LEDs in it. So because they're so close together, it creates this cool effect when you diffuse it to where you can't see the individual LEDs, so you don't see little dots, which is something that bugs me when I'm making armor or a prop or something and you can see the individual dots in it. Like, that drives me crazy. So I've recently been splurging a little more. You know, you pay for what you get, so if you pay for more LEDs, you're gonna get more of a strip instead of dot dot dot. You know, does that make sense? So I don't know if it looks any different, if you can tell if it looks any different. I also taped it so that I have a nice pattern so that I can put the foam on it. And I'm doing the foam in a way to where it interlocks with each other so the tail can still move, like swing back and forth and stuff. So the foam is gonna like float over itself, if that makes sense. It'll make sense when I actually like make everything, I promise. I'll try to make it make sense. I don't really know what I'm doing. That's the cool thing about crafting, is I don't know. This is how the LED strip is gonna run, and I'm gonna have it go like this and up and around if I can get it to do that. That's a lot of tail. There's a lot of tail happening there. I made the pauldrons too. I used Kamui Cosplay's sci-fi pauldron thing. So I think it goes like this. I actually haven't touched these in a really long time. Like, I made them before I went to Idaho and then I forgot about them. So they go like that. That's it. This weekend we're going thrifting because I'm actually starting a Nurse Joy that I would like to complete either by the end of November or beginning of December. I need to get a wig for that. I have to sand down the rockets a little bit, smoothen those out because there's a lot of nastiness going on here because they were rushed. For Mewtwo's neck tube, that's what this hole is for. It's for Mewtwo's neck tube. I'm making that out of Plastazote, so I'm just gonna make some tubes out of Plastazote, put some texture into them. Bean, you scared me. She jumped up on the counter. Run an LED strip up it. One of the neon circular tubular ones. I guess the last thing would be the stilts, and the stilts we're getting, I think we're gonna get the ingredients for them in like 2 weeks. So we're gonna go for sure, hopefully, get the stuff to make the stilts. Then on top of all of this, I'm also doing like a lot of repairs on the house, and I'm doing like a lot of house stuff to update the house. So yeah, there's just a lot going on. Yeah, but I just wanted to show you guys and what's been going on. The helmet video should be up next week. Thank you guys so much for I will see you guys next week. Have a super awesome rest of the day and go do wonderful creative crafty things. Check out my Patreon for more behind the scenes stuff and more buildy stuff, because I do that over there. It's how I'm able to do this. It's how I live. Okay, bye.
Bean, you wanna come say hi?
Bean, you gonna come say hi? Oh, guys, she's in the sink. Bean, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing in the sink?